Hey, what's up, fam, bam? This is Cheers with Organize again. And I'm coming at y'all with a story about Wack 100 and Maxx Really Real. Now, Maxx Really Real is a clubhouse personality that is picking up somewhat of attraction in the clubhouse spaces. Not very sure how well known he is outside of a clubhouse spaces. You know what I mean? It's some indication that he's not very well known in his own city, which is New York. And as you know, Wack has been going back and forth with the New York cats, for some time now. You know what I mean? Especially ever since he decided to sit down with Tekashi 6ix9ine for that infamous DJ Academics interview. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's mixed. It's mixed. You know what I mean? Opinions on whether or not Wack was in his right, or should I say, should Wack, being an OG from the West Coast, have sat down with a federal informant. And I would have to say, to be fair, that those people, let's say on the left, that are against Wack, they have their strong, very strong viewpoints. And people on the right side of it, they have, strong arguments as to, it not really mattering, you know what I'm saying? And it being all about business. And they can see it from, that point of view. Okay. Well, back to this Maxx Really Real and Wack 100 situation. Wack 100 has purchased or trademarked Maxx Really Real's name. I know that shit sounds wild. No, he's not signed to 100 ENT. No, he's not signed to any label that Wack is affiliated with. But Wack has produced paperwork substantiating that he owns Maxx Really Real's name, trademark. Okay. Now, Wack and Maxx Really Real's conflict really dates back to a little bit after the Tekashi 6ix9ine situation. Okay. Their conflict pretty much dates back to Wack calling Tekashi 6ix9ine's co-defendant a snitch, who was a guy by the name of Kuda B. Now, Wack has produced some paperwork that indicates that Kuda B did give a statement about his involvement in the Chief Keef shooting in Times Square. Y'all remember that when Chief Keef was staying at the hotel in Times Square? Tekashi made the video with the other Billy brothers that seemingly put a bounty on Chief Keef's head, 20 or 30 racks. It was something like that. I don't quite remember. But Kuda B apparently took the offer up and he went and made a move on it. Okay. He got apprehended. They did after some investigations, and then he ended up getting taken in. And from what the paperwork that is produced that we can see, I know a lot of people on Clubhouse is saying, nah, that's not what it says, but it does indicate that Kuda B did give a statement. Even by just mentioning his own involvement in the crime, it's hard for me to separate a man mentioning his own involvement in the crime without also implicating who else was involved in that crime. And you niggas can say whatever it is that y'all want, about the truth of that statement. But I mean, like I said, once again, it's hard to implicate yourself in a crime. And if anybody else was also involved in the crime, not also implicate them. If you niggas need to marinate on that or, ponder that or meditate on it, do whatever the fuck you got to do. But that's substantial right there. Okay. Back to Maxx and Wack. So it's been a back and forth between Maxx and Wack ever since the Kuda B snitching allegations, and I'll just call them allegations. Every other day is a back and forth between Maxx and Wack 100. Okay. Now, recently, Wack has asked Maxx, hey man, ease up, and if you don't want to ease up, I'll give you an alternative. Maybe when you come out to LA, maybe we can get down. Maybe we can squabble. For those who don't know, maybe we can engage in some form of hand-to-hand combat and settle our differences. Okay? Rolling Loud takes place. Maxx is nowhere to be found. Okay? So the olive branch that Wack extended, which is for him and Maxx to get down, Maxx didn't take him up on that. Okay? And, for an OG like Wack, man, I mean, if I don't get you one way, I'm going to have to get you another way. That's just simply how a lot of street niggas think. That's how a lot of, guys from the streets think about handling their issues. If I don't get you one way, I'm going to get you another way. Look at places in Chicago. You know what I mean? How beefs are handled. A lot of times, the people that get shot and people that get killed are not the targets, the actual targets of those killers. Some of those people are just collateral damage because they couldn't get to the person that they really wanted to kill. They took somebody that was close. I mentioned that to say this. Wack could not handle this situation the way that he proposed initially to handle the situation, which is to get out. So he took a different measure. And that measure that he took was what's actually going and trademarking Maxx Really Real's name. Okay? Now, the question from there is that okay for Wack to do? Is that taking it too far? You know what I mean? And if you have to ask me, I would have to go with the old adage, with the old saying that all is fair in love and war. You know what I mean? When they drop bombs over there in the Middle East, they don't take time to take a survey of who is innocent and who's not. I mean, they just bomb that motherfucker. And you know what I'm saying? It's for real. You know what I'm saying? And so in the same way, precautions are not taken when in a war between these two men. No, it's not going too far. You know what I mean? I've heard Maxx on several occasions address Wack 100 very disrespectfully. And in the same way, to be fair, Wack has addressed Maxx Really Real in a very disrespectful manner as well. You understand me? But for people to spout or for people to say, oh man, Wack is taking it too far. No, it's not. No, it's not. Man, that's war. Ain't nothing taking it too far in war. Fuck is you niggas talking about? That's war. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And so, of course, one thing I wanted to address, the implications of somebody trademarking your name before you do. Implications of that is, of course, they'll be privileged they can help themselves to the money that's generated from your streams, Maxx does music. You know what I'm saying? They can help themselves to money that's generated off of merchandise that you sell to the people. They could take your YouTube page down. And hell, they can even sue you. They can sue you, and you're the person that's, that whose name it belongs to. But because you didn't trademark it, yes, they have rights to do that. Now, Maxx can just simply go and change his name. You understand me? But if Maxx really real is what everybody knows you by, I mean, you might want to work something out. You know what I'm saying? But to wrap it all up, it just, surprises me when, some people that claim that they come from the streets, you understand me, believe that there's rules to war. I don't get it. Like, where have you seen people in the streets get charged for war crimes? I help you out with that. Never. You've never seen people get charged with no war crimes. It ain't no such thing as taking it too far when you beefing with a nigga. Y'all need to stop that. But it is what it is, man. Of course, this is your man Cheers with Organize, coming at y'all with another video. And make sure you comment down below, you subscribe, and you turn on post notifications, to be notified whenever your dog goes live. All right? Peace.